This is sure to get Bonnie's attention. She always comes in on her wagon to get her groceries 6 a.m. It's 20 past 6, but I ain't giving up. Butt cheeks are clenched, fingers are cramping, forearms are sweating. But I'm going all in for love, I tell you what. Look at me. Most handsome gunslinger in all of Valentine, if I should say so myself. Guns are slinging, guns are being ablazed. I mean business, folks. And if Bonnie doesn't ride up here soon, there'll be a hanging. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Hebrew. Welcome back to the channel. And if you are new, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoy the content, hey, drop a like. But today I'll be discussing 5 roleplay features to add to Red Dead Online, since the roleplaying aspect is what immerses me the most and what I enjoy doing the most. So stick around and let's get straight into it. Number 1, taking off saddles. Now Rockstar, why can't I take the saddle off my horse? I mean, it's something that was in the story mode. It should have been implemented since the beta of Red Dead Online. However, it wasn't, and it's very immersion breaking when it comes to the whole role-playing aspect. I mean, I would just love nothing more than to be able to hitch my mare here, this beautiful seal brown thoroughbred named Rachel, and just untack, take off the bridle, the saddle, and walk around, put it into a tack shelter or a barn. Okay, we're not quite there yet. That's properties. I know that's another video for another time, but there are ways that we could implement this simply by using the stables like they did in the story mode. You would walk in with the horse, and when you exit the stable, it would automatically have the saddle equipped. In Red Dead Online, you can just equip and unequip the saddle as we already do. Or maybe you can go on, get, and then whistle back for your horse, and when you retrieve your horse, the saddle is already equipped there. Many ways to implement it, right? But it's one of the most immersive things to be able to throw a halter on, attach a lead rope, and just walk your horses to the stable, put it out on the field to graze. You wouldn't do any of that with a saddle. And as you see here, there's like I said, this is a seal brown thoroughbred, this mare here. So it has a sort of a translucence to it, a seal brown that you can't see unless the sun hits it right. And when you go to purchase a horse, the viewing angle is very narrow. So you can't always see the seal brown, like on this horse, for example, on the chest, the shoulders, the stomach, under the stomach, the flanks, the hindquarters. You can't always see that. And another thing is when you go to remove the saddle, you only have accessibility to your sidearms. So your revolvers, your pistols, and your shotguns, things of that nature. You don't have accessibility to your long arms because those are stowed on your horse's saddle, right? That's where they're attached to. But if you have an offhand holster, you can then still dual wield. But this isn't for PvP or PvE. This is for, role playing. So that's not a big deal to me. Although when I do hunt with my second character, like Hushkachaya, my Native American, I would like to, be able to carry a bow or at least one long arm if you're going to be riding bareback. That is something I would like to see change once implemented in Red Dead Online. And this could even be brought about with the naturalist role, as it's a more natural approach to horseback riding. It requires more skill, balance, coordination, as you don't have all of the equipment as you would with a saddle and a rig to compensate for errors of balance or skill. Maybe a lead rope or a halter, or, and not to get too ambitious, you know what I mean, but through the next progression system or leveling up in the next naturalist update, you can actually make it to where, hey, take the halter away, take the reins away, and we can just control the horse with the bottom of its mane right above its withers. I'm just saying, Rockstar, just toss it around a little bit. In Red Dead Redemption 2, you are plagued with extreme weather conditions, very immersive blizzards, as you see here, that just test your brute strength. Your health core drain rate is heavily dependent on, as it is in Red Dead Online, how warm your outfit is and your current location in the game world.
Oh, goddamn, this snow gets right to the bone.
So when moseying around in Amberino, I'm expecting these very dynamic weather storms, but instead when I travel to Amberino, I'm simply met by rain, and I never understood that. It's in the story mode, they definitely have the mechanics, why not implement it? It's this cold, it wouldn't be raining, and where are the blizzards? It's 10 degrees in Coulter. So bring these snowstorms that we see with the legendary animal missions, for example. Don't just bring it once a year during Christmas time. We need this very dynamic weather system intertwined in Red Dead Online. And since we can't pitch our camp with crypts in Amberino, allow us to have a tent attached to our wilderness camp, so when we do run across a blizzard and our bones are shaking and we're about to get frostbite, allow us to save our toes by having a tent to retreat to. and sit in it like you can and observe the storm like in story mode, which is insane to do because they're so powerful. Having to sit and wait out these big haboob dust storms, it was very appealing to me because I'm actually from the desert. And in free roam, all we get is some dust. Sometimes it's hard to see off in distance here a little bit, but nothing compared to the haboobs. Now in Showdown series, you have this dynamic weather system in the Tumbleweed playlist. We just don't have them in free roam. So go ahead and bring it on over, Rockstar, because we already have amazing looking and sounding thunderstorms, lightning striking the ground. I mean, it's truly unique. The weather sets the mood. And speaking of setting the mood, let's move on to number 3 of our 5 role-playing features.
She sure is hot!
These are so much fun. The number 1 piece of entertainment in Lemoyne by far. And Arthur's remarks are just the best. And I know we don't have dialogue options, but to be able to go online, purchase a ticket, and be able to watch one of these acts hosted by Abington, either solo or with a posse member. They even have a theater in Blackwater that was accessible in Red Dead Redemption 1 that they could open up and have one located in Lemoyne and one in West Elizabeth. Even though we don't have dialogue options, there's so much interaction with each act that we can use our emotes.
Garbage!
You're pulling my leg. This is a bunch of dang boulder dash.
Phony shut off!
Prove to you I am the greatest entertainer to ever live and the only man who laughs at death.
This would just bring so much life to Red Dead Online, for a solo player, people that play in posses, or if you just want to hang out with one friend, your lady, it doesn't matter. And the mechanics are already there, the interiors, the design is already there. And heck, a lot of people didn't even play the story mode. If they did, this is a side quest, you know what I mean? Or something that you go out of your way to go and visit. So what I'm saying is a lot of people probably haven't even seen this, and that's strange to me. So I want them to be able to experience this as I did in the story, and then be able to experience it once again for myself and Read It online with my friends. Liar. You have no friends, but don't worry, I have a 4th feature that'll fill your friendless void in Blackwater. Live events. Fireworks. Fireworks? Yeah, fireworks. How are fireworks? Hey, I said, listen here, punk. Fireworks equal explosions. Explosions equal fun. So take my whole idea, read the banner, figure it out. I got this. So I just don't screw the pooch. Okay, I came across this banner in Blackwater the other day. It says fireworks display this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. A lot of you may have already seen this, but it got this snowball effect going in my mind. I'm like, what if there was actually a live event where everybody in the lobby could see this universally, no matter what time zone, and we got to see fireworks? How would that work? Maybe on a ferry vessel that's just floating by right there in Blackwater and nobody can interact with it. And that's something small. So I'm thinking, okay, how can we, what's the next level? Saint Denis, block off just a single road, beautiful city. And I got to thinking, and I'm like, parade, just block it off with ropes. And when you get close enough, nobody can interact with you, as far as killing you. Emotes, yeah, just like with the Moonshine Shack. Or maybe even a traveling circus act that spans across all 5 states via caravan.
Watch her tame wild beasts!
Just like Madame Nazar in Free Roam, right? Spawns in randomly, we can watch this circus act along the roadside. These wild tame beasts, these acrobatics, it made for some wholesome fun in story mode. Kind of like a theater, but on a smaller scale, outdoor, and obviously more mobile. It's just very immersive.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get much cleaner than this. Thank you.
Goodbye now.
This is by far one of the most therapeutic things to do in Red Dead Redemption. When I first entered Valentine and I was able to bathe as Arthur, it was, the visuals, the music, the scenery, the bubbles, the steam, the ladies. Though that's not the main reason, it's a plus. And as you see here in Red Dead Online, they have the bath sign right outside every main hotel or, town that offers this service. And they even have the interior design as they do with the theaters, yet it's not implemented. As you can see here, they have the bath, they have everything that they have in story mode, just not me and the lady, right? So I don't know if you noticed, but living on the frontier isn't exactly the cleanest place. You got mud, you got blood, you got it all. I need to bathe myself. other than when I'm just, in the river with my horse. So on the flip side, when you're playing as Arthur Morgan, you get to purchase a bath for 25 cents or rent a room for $1, either or. Then you simply just follow the corridor to the back, and it's the room that says baths on it, right? And then you just fall back and relax in the steam. And you start scrubbing different body parts, your head, your arms, your legs. You press different buttons for each body part, kind of like a little mini game. Or you have the option for a deluxe bath when you hear this.
Can I be of any assistance in there?
Oh, sounds good. Yeah, thanks.
So as you see, you can accept a deluxe bath for 50 cents, or you can decline and unwind your muscles by yourself. But I've been with the gang all day, robbing trains. I want the deluxe edition. I don't want to lift a finger. And you have that option. It can be just as engaging as it is relaxing. Now, don't get me wrong. I think finding the nearest river, creek, or waterfall to take a nice swim and bathe yourself at the same time is a very cool dynamic, as well as when there's thunderstorms and it rains, it washes off all the mud and dirt. But this would be a nice change of pace. So I gladly welcome these 5 role-playing features to be added to Red Dead Online. And with that being said, that's all I have for you nice folks. Thank you for your time, peace and blessings, and I'll be seeing you on the frontier. Bonnie.